Hello and welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast. It's Valentine's Day. How you doing, Wendy?
I'm here.
You're here?
The man made me cook him a steak, and I had to subject my tongue to some analingus. And now he's sleeping it off, and we're podcasting.
Perfect. You're podcasting in darkness.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. That's the only way to go.
Owner of a lonely heart. That's good. That's good shit. All right. We don't have the rights to that, so it's time to cut it.
We're cutting it.
We played for long in 11 seconds. We're going to get sued by the prog rock band Yes. Hall of Famers.
Oh.
They made the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right?
Well, I should have if it didn't.
Well, okay, so I got a poem. You want to hear a poem?
Please.
All right. Here we go. All right. It's Valentine's Day. I've masturbated 3 times, and I've cried more than I could ever imagine. We were 15, and she rejected me. I never got over it. But it's cool, man. She's locked in my cellar. And the beat goes on. Ba-da-doo-ba-da-ba-da.
Yay! I'll give you masturbation snaps on that one.
The faster the masturbation, the better the poem. Woo.
Yes, and the quicker you can lubricate your handcuffs for keeping your prisoners in the cellar.
I just go and tase them every 4 hours. Severely.
Do you rotate the locations on that?
Of the cellar?
Of the tasing. Do you tase the same parts of the body?
No, I just tase tits.
So lefty, righty, or do you just mix it up?
I go in the crevasse.
Oh.
Sometimes the nips.
See, no, I would like to mix it up, so I think you should get one of those bingo ballsters from Amazon.
Yeah.
It's just R and L. And it's like, oh, you can watch me do it. Which one am I going to tase?
You should have said yes when I asked you out. Passively through someone else.
That's right. You have no one to blame but yourself.
That's right. My life could have been different, so now yours should have been too.
Yeah. Isn't that cool how that all works out?
Yeah. It puts the lotion in the skin.
It puts the taser on the charger.
Yeah.
You must charge your own taser.
Or else it gets the hose again. You're gonna do it. You're gonna charge your own taser. And I was just like, do push-ups on the ground next to her and just be like, look at my physique in progress.
See, you get to watch the transformation.
Yeah.
See what I have become. Have you seen enough yet? God, no! And then you have to grab the plastic fork out of her hand so she doesn't gouge out her own eyeballs. Over it again. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see what I've lost. God, no, please, no more.
Look at this definition.
Fork.
Look at my definition. Look at these abs. Look at these abs in progress.
No. I'll use the spoon if I have to. They're going to come out one way or the other. No. You must stare at the world. You must stare at the world that you could have been with me. No. I will push up until the world ends. I don't care anymore. Now, which nipple? Pick which nipple. Here it comes. Oh, gosh. Winter is so much... winter has just done it in for me. And thank goodness I started to read a book lately.
That's great.
Have you ever read Huckleberry Finn?
Yeah, at some point. It was good.
Yeah. So, they make a little trip down the Mississippi River running away.
Yeah, with Jim.
Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Jim's great.
Absolutely. So.
I watched the
and I
movie
heard
version.
lately too.
Watched the movie version with
Yep.
Elijah Wood as Huck Finn when I was like, however old I was, 14, 12, 13, something like that. And when they were going to hang Jim, I started crying.
You were the perfect age then.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What were you saying?
Not that you cried. Oh, that this winter it seems like my nose has been running a lot, but I never did get the flu shot. But it hasn't been that effective anyway. So I think that the hobos had it right back in the day of Huck Finn when they carried all their possessions on the backs with a handkerchief tied up around a stick.
Yeah.
And I think that was the perfect version of the flu vaccine because in a moment's notice you could take that stick, swing it around, and poke somebody away from you. Get away from me. Get drippy nose, get away from me. I think that's why they tied the handkerchief with those little ends sticking out. So you had 2 or 3 inches of excess handkerchief. And that was perfect to wipe away the nose and to push away the flu victim as you were making your way down the river.
Just fucking Mark Twain side characters with flu and epilepsy.
Absolutely.
Epilepsy, and there was like, stop seizing on me! Seizing and
that's
sneezing.
An unedited version.
Yeah. Those were the epilepsy guys were the ones that were trying to hang Jim.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And the flu victims.
I think that's where the term beating it came from. Because when you were done trying to push the flu-ridden people away and you finally had time where there wasn't anybody around, you'd have to take the handkerchief off the stick, put it in the river, and beat it on the rock.
Yeah.
And then when you grab the handkerchief up out of the water, it kind of had a long, really sluicy feel to it. Mm-hmm. And you'd strip it down, up and down, to get the water out of the rag. And it looked like jerking off. So the more you dip it, and the more you beat the handkerchief on the rock, and then you could do this again. So that is where the term beating it came from.
You know a lot about the late 18th century.
Rag. Well...
Or 19th century, sorry.
Yeah. Once I kind of put 2 and 2 together, now every time I see a rock, it makes me just awesomely horny. It's gotta be how they came up with beating it. I mean, I really wasn't able to put 2 and 2 together reading the book because of all the vernacular language. It's kind of not, I mean, I'm by the Mississippi, but I'm not that far south.
Yeah.
So the lingo's a little different. But I got the general idea.
This is a great book, great characters.
Yes. So.
How's your erotic novel coming?
My erotic novel.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to take a break to watch the Super Bowl. So. Did you get to see the Super Bowl?
That was a great Super Bowl. I loved it. I eat some of your candy you gave me. Wendy was kind and gave me some snacks, a snack and some other items, including a dildo, which I was surprised by but not offended by, and I plan to use it tonight.
That's good. I'm glad that you weren't. I hope I got you the right size.
Nope. I'll make it fit, though.
Okay. I like your positive attitude about it.
Yeah, I have ambition.
Well, that's good. So, with all the illnesses that are out there, I need to talk with you about something very serious.
Okay.
It's called sudden avocado death syndrome. And the outbreak happened right after the Super Bowl. and it really saddens me because I like guacamole. I don't know if you do.
Yeah.
53.5 million pounds were consumed on Super Bowl Sunday.
Holy shit.
It was just crazy. And then 5 people died of the syndrome. So they had it narrowed down, and they finally came up with the deadly combination. Those that ate avocado guacamole also had Pabst Blue Ribbon beer, NyQuil, and cinnamon hot tamales in their system. So please, listeners, never have those all at the same time.
Thank you for the PSA.
There's some terrible symptoms.
What are the symptoms?
There's a lot of excess salivating. And you really, really want to listen to Prince. So it happened a lot here in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of airtime on the radio and TV about it. So
I heard it causes oscillating urethra size.
It's one of the symptoms. It only affected 4 out of the 5 because 4 out of the 5 were men.
Yeah, that sucks. Like, because the oscillating urethra, it either becomes too small or too wide. It stops being a regular size.
Right.
So it's really more bothersome than serious. That symptom. Well,
it was
the small
for
one
the
you
two
can't
people
pee.
that practice sounding. So right.
Oh yeah. It's a dream come true if you're a sounder. When it oscillates to the large side,
yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. The 2 fatalities reported sadly had the reducing in size of the urethra. So it was terrible. They couldn't celebrate after the Super Bowl. They went out to try to get antacids and, new sounding tools. Sometimes if you go to the makeup department and you get a nail file, it's one of the hidden gems of the sounding industry.
A nail file?
And they just couldn't. Mm-hmm. It's a round metal style nail file. So
with the edges on it?
The irritants actually hasten the expansion of the urethra. So
really?
Mm-hmm.
That sounded very official.
Well,
I'm going to believe you.
You got to be official here.
Degenerate Nation has determined that the nail files, the irritants contained within the nail files cause the urethra to stretch at desired width and circumference faster than other apparatuses. Yeah.
Does your nail file have a horse emblem on the end of it?
Does it have a horse emblem?
Well, yeah, you were neighing at me there for a minute.
No.
Aw.
It does not.
Next Valentine's Day, watch for the package.
It's going to be a nail file with a horse emblem?
Right.
Perfect. I love it. I love it already.
Great.
What else you got for us?
I wrote a song.
You wrote a song?
I did. Would you like to hear it?
Hell yeah.
It's not a happy ending. However, it's Valentine's Day, so that's most poignant, I believe.
Yeah.
Can you give me a downbeat?
Okay, just a second. Let me think.
Okay. It's kind of got a western outback feel to it. You could kind of picture an old banjo and a spoon player. Old Nutter was a fine old squirrel, the grayest in the land. He loved to pull nuts off the trees and hold them in his hand. This is where you join me for the refrain. Old Nutter, Rest in peace, old Nutter.
Old Nutter.
Should we sing it together?
Yeah.
Old Nutter. Old Nutter.
Rest in peace, old Nutter.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nutter.
Back to the
boom,
main song. When he was a younger squirrel, he got a big surprise. When he grabbed a squirrel's nuts and got smacked in the eyes. Old Nutter, old Nutter, rest in peace, old Nutter.
Woo!
Another time he got a shock that's shiny like the sun. It blasted him down to the ground. The power pole had won. He started playing with the nuts that hung between his legs. He wore off all the fur on them like two gray wrinkly eggs. He stopped to rub one out on the road and chase a fateful time. The minivan just came too fast and laid him on the line. Old Nutter, old Nutter,
rest in peace, old Nutter. Old Nutter.
Poor guy. Yeah.
Poor bastard. Run over by a minivan.
You know.
Damn.
That's just sad.
Guess
There we go.
his.
That's a better attitude for Valentine's Day.
He got his. He done got his.
Yes, he did.
Shit. I'm having more candy. It's your candy. It's
okay,
delicious.
you help yourself. Huh? Your candy now. I gave it to you for your mouch.
My mouch. I'm putting candy in my mouch.
Num num num. I think old Nutter had a mouch.
Yeah, mother too.
It's kind of flat now. Oh yeah, he did. He did.
Old Mutter had a mutter.
Old Nutter had a mutter.
Old Nutter's mutter.
That's the next song.
Old Nutter's mutter. She died and her husband with the man she met at Bally's.
Poor guy.
Turns out she's a
He didn't see it
squirter,
coming.
but she didn't know till old Nutter's mutter got fucked the guy from Bally.
You know, they never look like their profile picture on Tinder.
Oh. Do they still have Bally's anymore, those clubs?
Oh, Bally's Total Fitness?
Yeah.
I think the last one burned down about 2 years ago.
The towel guy, set it aflame. He didn't get a pay raise, so he just set the building on fire. He soaked the dirty.
He took a shower.
He soaked those barely used towels that we all throw in the towel bin, because sometimes you don't even really sweat, but you wipe the machine down anyways. He used those towels and soaked them in kerosene and then burned the building down.
Yeah, when he was in the shower, it happened. So he had some sort of an alibi, but they saw right through it. And when he started streaking out of the building, and he was, why didn't he leave all the towels in the building? Why did he have to grab the one towel that was partially burning on the bottom, wrap it around himself, and run out? Because he was just flaming, just flying everywhere. Everything's on fire. Oh my God, I'm the only one in here. Please help me. I'm on fire. And it's like, grab a different towel, you idiot. Criminals aren't that smart.
When I feel when I think of Bally's, I feel I think of fitness equipment from 1997.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
the people that still had a membership there were ones that are trying to lose their fupas.
Right.
They're specifically seeing personal trainers named Dale just to try to get rid of their fupas.
Yeah, I think that's what Dale worked at before he went to work at Average Fox Pancake House.
Yep, he was at a Bally's outside Cleveland.
The Cleveland one?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Cleveland Average Fox is the
Isn't
best one.
that... Right, but the Cleveland Bally's isn't where they had the lotion incident that made national news?
That is true.
Okay.
Tell us more about the lotion incident.
Didn't you hear that?
No.
I think it was something to do with because they ordered 5 boxes. And it comes in the gallon and they put the pumps in it. But they misread the invoice and it ended up being 50 gallons. And so to get rid of it all, the one person that was in charge of ordering, they got really frustrated and they're like, oh God, I got to get rid of it. Otherwise I'm going to get fired for sure. So they replaced all the shampoo, all the conditioner, all the hand sanitizer with lotion. People started pumping it as soon as they got there, and it was just a big old mess. And it made national news. Are you sure you don't remember?
Yeah.
The day Cleveland drowned in lotion. It was sad.
Sad day for Cleveland, amongst many sad days.
Yeah. I haven't been there yet, but we'll see. Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
I've set a wholly unfinished novel in Cleveland, but I've never been there.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Are we going to hear bits and pieces of it someday?
Oh, definitely.
That'd be awesome.
Hell, I could read part of it now.
Okay. I am wondering, while you look it up, I know that you had interest in going to the Elton John last tour concert.
Oh, yeah, it's like next year sometime.
Ours is actually happening pretty quick here at the end of the month.
Are you going to go?
No.
That was an emphatic no.
No. I absolutely love Elton John. I haven't been selling enough piglets to pay for the ticket, that's all.
Oh, okay.
So, if I had the money and the funds, I would go. However, I don't. I've accepted it.
It's okay.
Although if Sir Mix-a-Lot comes back from Seattle, I could probably go see him. He only charges $9.95 and a bare ass against his window.
Against his window? Where is he performing that he has a window?
Right out of his car. Put those titties on the glass. And your ass. Let's see what you got. What's all those marks there? You mean you've been tased on those titties back and forth, and you were out here working the streets and want to listen to my concert? Are you kidding me?
Look at him stretch mark on that ass.
Swap meet. Right? My God, go back to the swap meet and sell them socks. Well, I know you got them tube socks all lined up to go to the swap meet. You go back there, you pull them out of your trunk, and you go sell them tube socks right now.
Go sell them socks, ho.
That's right. You come back to me when you have better titties and you stop getting those stretch marks on that sorry, sick ass.
What?
Man, got time for that?
I ain't got time to hear about your cellar.
That's right.
Here we go. This was originally a story on my website, degeneration.org at the time, and now it's degeneration.net. Okay, and this is Valentine's Day Diary of Dan McElstein. Alright. I arise at 1:37 p.m. and eat a vigorous breakfast of Cinnamon Toast Crunch with Sailor Jerry's in place of runt milk. I also enjoy Captain Crunch berries with vodka. Sometimes if I let the soggy vodka-laced berries soak in my mouth long enough until they dissolve like my once fervent optimism, I may even forget, just for a moment, that I lost my wife, my job, and pretty much my will to live. I had a stable, albeit stagnant job as a supply chain analyst until my wife left me for a hot, young, black personal trainer, and I found out on Facebook. Naturally, my job performance plummeted, culminating with my unceremonious shit-canning 2 weeks before Christmas. They didn't even give me a token invite to the company Christmas party, deny me a golden opportunity to drink myself to death on someone else's dime. Fuckers. Now I'm sucking on the soggy unemployment tit at a significant reduction from my former salary, the bulk of which goes to alimony, child support, and a portion of the mortgage on the house which my wife now owns. With the paltry remainder of my funds, I cover my core physiological needs: industrial toilet paper to service both my excretory and cowardly masturbatory functions, and simple microwavable meal substitutes, deeply saturated in preservatives, and pay the rent for this shithole apartment where I attempt in vain to numb myself with lean cuisines and bottom-shelf alcohol. I am woefully, irrevocably divorced. I've been watching an inordinate amount of black-on-white gangbang videos, as you can imagine. Also, surprise, surprise, cuckold videos. My only complaint with this particular breed of niche porn is that there isn't a split screen of the husband hard at work, or otherwise engaged in an earnest activity, like perhaps at an antique store in the country, picking out wicker furniture that would remind his wife of her beloved deceased German grandmother, Bertilda. This would likely increase my ejaculatory PSI ratio by at least 70%, and perhaps even bring me closer to the memory of multi-erection days gone by. But beggars can't be choosers. In place of a hopeless online job search, I watched Never Been Kissed in its entirety. A marvelous film if you pretend you're a terror suspect in Guantanamo and it's playing in the background as you're being relentlessly waterboarded, and you'll tell them what they want to hear if someone will just hurry up and kiss the bitch. Then I ate some old Pizza Hut breadsticks I found in the back of my fridge from MLK weekend. Didn't even heat them up, just shoved them in my mouth, washed it down with the last dregs of the Sailor Jerry's bottle, and popped a Vicodin rectally. I used to want to own a sailboat. Sometimes I would even dream about it. I was a captain, Captain Dan, with my family by my side. And the clouds, if present at all, were always fluffy and symmetrical, and my wife would drink sweet tea as we'd stare into an unfathomably vast horizon, overflowing with possibility, to talk about our future together. Now I'm rapidly expunging every minuscule fiber of remaining hope from my hollow soul, like a jolly homeless savage evacuating his bowels in an empty mall food court. Slathering my dormant, freckled penis with cocoa butter in the shower is the only visceral thrill I am capable of experiencing, on the rare occasion that I bathe, that is. After my candlelit dinner, unseasoned ramen, off-brand bologna, and half a jar of pickles, I built a giant heart out of stale Nella wafers. Then, overcome by the blistering totality of my lonely troll-like existence, I smashed it to bits with my fists until they turned raw. Momentarily pleased with myself, droplets of unfortunately HIV-negative blood trickling out of my furry knuckles, I took an Instagram of the smashed, bloodied Nilla crumbs, tossed a sparkly filter on it, then masturbated at the kitchen table, toggling between the wafer carnage Instagram and a romantic photo of my ex-wife and her very strong, very black lover, Malik Jones, which I pilfered from her home after installing a keylogger on her computer when I retrieved the last remnants of the shattered life I built with her. A life that I was proud of and treasured, despite my bouts of erectile dysfunction and her perpetual cutting disapproval of my floundering career path. I have two visceral recurring dreams every night. In the first, I'm being cuckolded by my wife, her black lover, and the 1992 Dream Team, except for Larry Bird, Chris Mullen, and Christian Leitner. Only the black players. And Chuck Daly blowing his whistle and scowling at me. And my wife's wearing their gold medals as they run a ferocious Olympic train on her, while I cut up orange slices for them and watch in mystical aroused horror. In the second dream, I'm the third child I always hoped I'd have. I wanted another son because I never had a brother growing up. Except I have been burdened with my own adult memories and pangs of immeasurable failure. And regular me, Dan McElstein, is the near-future version of my father, and I'm suddenly aware that everything which once seemed possible to me now was simply an illusion. Though I'm not yet prepared to accept it, I'm fighting it, I have to fight it, and ash falls from the sky. I run out to the mailbox crying. Ash covers the grass like fresh snow. Before long, I know we'll all be waiting in it, There is death everywhere. Everything dies and I know it. I'm just a little kid, but I know it. And my dad is divorced as shit. And I'm running to the mailbox hoping I'll find something there. I don't know what. A letter? Some decree from a higher power? A mandate to bring my family back together? To stop my mom from giving her sex to that smooth-faced dark man who calls me bro? I'm having trouble running. I keep losing my foothold in the ash. If I fall, I fear I'll sink down, down. And I'm hopeful there's something for me in the mailbox. And I'm hoping. But there is also dread, and the ash keeps raining down. I get to the mailbox and fling it open. I see me as my father in a dirty robe, watching me in the doorway. I stick my hand in the mailbox, and it's filled with ash. I wiggle my hand around, sifting through the ash, afraid it'll suck me in. Then I feel something cold, small, jagged. I pull it out, yank my hand out of the mailbox, slam it shut. I blow the ash off the object in my hand and cough. It's my mom's wedding ring. I close my hand around the ring. I glance back to see the front door shut. Then I lay down in a thick pile of ash in the street and cry. And then I wake up. Sometimes the order of the dream is reversed, and I wake up stuck to my pants from the vicarious thrill of my cuckold dreamscape. This is my life, every night, and each morning I pray for AIDS to overtake me. And every afternoon as I begin to feel the full weight of another vexatious day of existence crushing down on me, I slither into the bathroom and part my hairy back with a comb in the mirror, desperately hunting for malignant tumors. I combed it twice today. Still nothing. Once again my wants and desires are callously dismissed. My hairline recedes like perpetual low tide. My testes reduce their output. My virility vacated in mass like American manufacturing jobs. But the bodily decay I long for, the comforting finality of a terminal disease, continues to elude me. Somewhere inside me, though, lies the faint heartbeat of an old romantic. I used to kiss my pillow as a boy, pretending I was married to girls in the neighborhood. One of them gave me a hand job the day the Challenger exploded. All good things die. My handy was an aberration, an isolated departure from perpetual celibacy, before my wife took extended pity on me. Now that pity, her pathetic mockery of my love, is gone, and I'm that lonely boy once again. No, worse, far worse. I'm a lonely, destitute man with dial-up internet. I called my daughter to wish her happy Valentine's Day. Actually, I called her 13 times. She never answers. I think she hates me. I hate me. On my final attempt, I left a sobbing message. This is par for the course. I can't help but wonder how many guys she has already slept with. Disturbed by where my despicable mind has taken me, I decided to power through a box of wine. Drink until I can't think thoughts, can't feel feelings. Maybe I'll die. I failed to consume the entire box. Midway through my manic guzzling, I became enraged at the thought of Malik teaching my son how to shave and drive and cuckold an unsuspecting impotent waste of human tissue. So I ripped the wine bladder out of the bag and chucked it against the wall. The resulting wall stain strongly resembles a hippopotamus devouring its child. This pleases me immensely. I am never painting over it unless huffing enough paint will drop me into a blissful coma. And I don't have health insurance, so my ex will be saddled with the bill and the daunting task of deciding whether or not to pull the plug, as my children begin to feel a deep void for my absence and pressure her into bankruptcy just to keep me kinda sorta alive. Yeah, that'll show her. My children don't want me to die. Or do they? Happy Valentine's Day! That's it.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I come back from that one. That was rough.
That was rough,
Good
right?
job. Oh my gosh. Oh, I am sad and dark. Perfect.
That was dark.
Yes. Oh, dude, don't make me cry like that. Oh, all right. Oh, let's see. What's the best thing to do after pretty much losing the inside of your soul? Oh, sexy time. There we go.
Shove more candy in my mouth.
What?
Shove more candy in my mouth. In my mouth.
All right. You shove that, and I'm going to get hot and sweet. Let's see if I got anything. Oh, yeah. What's going on here? There we go. Gotta have a little bit of background music. Oh, it doesn't want to cooperate with me today. You ever want to take a chainsaw to your computer?
Take a what? Chainsaw to it? Yes.
Yes. I am a lumberjack. I am a technologically jacked lumberjack. Oh, there we go. Now, I'm going to warn you. It's going to get hot and sexy.
Perfect. Because there's nothing that was hotter and sexier than the previous passage, so.
That's right. So, I want you to imagine in your eye, your mind's eye, if you will.
Mind's eye.
The beautiful joy of having a new septic tank installed in your home.
Septic.
You didn't just get the basic model. You got the Mega Max 4000. It can hold 15% more dumps per day. Oh, yeah. That gravel base, it was spread so nice and hard. I tamped it so tight that you couldn't even drip one drop through it. Oh, my God. I didn't just use the traditional 4-inch piping. Heck no. For this beautiful sewer, I got the 8-inch double wide. Yeah. It can take anything you ever wanted to give it. Are you ready?
Yes.
So, next year, everyone out there, don't get the stupid engagement ring. Don't get chocolates, flowers, and all that other bullshit. Get your man a new septic tank. Septic tank.
It's overflowing like my love.
Oh my! That's the old one. It never could give what I wanted to give out. It never could take it. I want to give it more. I gotta give it more. There's so much backed up. Oh yeah. I need the big one. Give me the 8-inch pipe. Oh yeah. Yes. Could you imagine having your toilet hooked up to hot water versus cold water? So when you hit the bidet button, it's like a shower of pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I want to get a bidet. I just want to have enough money to have a bidet.
Nothing says, let's increase my ejaculatory PSI like a bidet.
Yeah, I hate wiping my ass. I mean, I do it. I'm not like a non-ass wiper. But I hate it.
It's like anticlimactic after such a beautiful experience.
Such a beautiful act, yeah. It is the only bad part about pooping. I love every other aspect of pooping. I love opening the door with the anticipation and like the ferocity, knowing what's coming. Just like, I gotta get in there. No time like the present. And then I like that anticipation. And I love throwing the seat up and hear the ding against the back of it. And then grabbing the bottom, the lid or whatever. And then just like sitting, unzipping and yanking my pants down. Pulling my underwear down and just letting it rip. Just rip and roar and just... And yeah! And then I just don't like wiping my ass. I like looking down at what I've created. Do you do that?
Well, of course. Yeah, a good student always checks his work.
Yeah, I feel like everyone does that. And the people that don't
you
do
have
that,
to
I don't
know
want to
if
know them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how else do you check the health of your bowel system?
Yeah,
It's not like going to send a memo, or it's not going to text your iPhone or anything.
Oh my God!
Help! I need help.
If poop could text you, that'd be perfect. I would try to sext my poop.
Yes. Oh, what's your favorite color?
What?
What's your favorite color of poop?
Blue.
Oh, yeah. Remember when they had blueberries, the cereal?
Yeah.
Oh, man. If you ate nothing but that for 2 days and, like, a bunch of broccoli for roughage, could you imagine? Wow.
Your poop would be purple.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'd take purple, too.
Blue and green is purple.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Blue and yellow is purple.
Blue and yellow is green.
Blue and yellow is green, so blue and green is purple.
If you ever come visit me on the farm, I'm letting you climb up onto a big round bale and drop in your pants. And you just squat over the edge, and I want to see it spray, just to see what it would happen. There's nobody out there. Who cares?
I'd be pooping on hay?
Heck, you're on the edge of the round bale, so behind you there's nothing but air. You're
perfect.
About 5 feet up in the air.
Oh my God, I'd be so excited. My arms would be quivering.
Absolutely. Yep, you could hang on to the strands of the bale. There's twine that holds it all together. You can hang on to that for leverage. And they tie that thing tight because there's a lot of pressure holding that hay together. And you just grab on with all your might and you rip.
So I could hold on to hay twine 5 feet in the air?
Yep, you're squatting 5 feet up in the air with your ass over the edge of a round bale. And I'll hold the canvas. And we'll sell it. We'll hang it up in a gallery.
Yes.
I mean, yes, I think we should do at least 20 to 30 pieces, depending on what you want to eat, and then we'll title it. I think it's your new career path.
I like that. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. So do you have any final thoughts on this most grievous of days?
Most grievous of days? Let's see. I just want everyone to love each other. So,
that would be nice.
Yeah, just love each other a little more because we're not here forever. And don't treat people like you would treat them silently, or not silently, like behind in the safety of your own car in traffic. Treat them like your future lover, or like your kid, or your parent and grandparent, or your dog, or your cat. You know, treat them with love. That's all we ask. Be friendly, be kind. Even if you're not having a good day, you might make someone else's. I've seen it, I've done it. It makes you feel a little bit okay inside for a little bit, and that's enough.
Chances are good that if you smile at somebody, they'll smile back.
That's right. Because they're just trying to get through.
And then, exactly. And then you can imagine that smile outside your window when you're spanking it.
Yeah.
Yes.
A stranger smile that I caused. I made that happen. I'm lovable. Someone out there loves me.
And they're watching me. And I won't cry when I masturbate tonight because I have a beautiful audience.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I have a confession. I used to look up at the moon and hope that someday someone was looking up at the same moon as me and was going to fall in love with me.
There's only one moon, man. I'm positive that she did that.
That's right. I will find you.
If you... Why do you think that's so funny? I believe you will.
I just want to find love while my dick still works. That's all. That's it. I want to find love while my dick still works. Bye.